Everyone to BSG Online 5. We are joined here by your everyday speedrunner, who was on the mic just a few runs ago, or well, one run ago, and he got invited to do his own little run right now in the form of Titan Souls. So go for it, yes sir?
Thank you very much. Yes, right now, I'm on the receiving end of this. So.
Aren't you lucky?
Oh, I feel so lucky. I'm wearing my lucky shirts purely by accident. I've got my air conditioning blowing cold air in my face. So, let's do this. Before we start, I want to make clear, real quick, everything in this game dies in one hit, including us, including all the bosses. This is basically Shadow of the Colossus mixed with Dark Souls. So, I'm going to tell you when to start time. It's not when we start the game, because it starts when we gain control, which is now. So, like I said, this is Titan Soul. The fastest way to move around on the hub world, which we're basically are right now, overworld, hub world, however you want to call it. It's by constantly rolling. And as you can see, we also have a bow and arrow. That's our only weapon, a bow and arrow. Also, we only have one arrow. So every time we shoot it, we either need to drag it back to us by pressing the same button again, or walking up to it and picking it up. But right now, we have Sludge Heart. The first Titan we're facing, which is basically a blob, and kind of annoying. Nice, real nice that it's the beginning of the run. And I have to shoot him a couple of times to get him out. Now I have to hit his weak spot, which is the heart. Like every Titan that has a weak spot and dies if you hit it. So, with that done, we now have this little cutscene that happens after every single Titan we kill. There's a way to skip it, but it's inconsistent for me. I always just have bad luck trying to do it, so I'm just not gonna attempt it. It's quitting out the game as on the same frame you pull out the arrow. So right now, I-Cube. That was I-Cube. We didn't even have to move for him. There are multiple Titans that have easy quick kills like that. I-Cube is by far the easiest, since you just wait to until he's rotated twice and then you can pull the arrow back. Easy quick kill. Like everyone can do that. I think it's even an achievement to kill him with a while pulling him back, and I bounce right back into it. No worries, the Titan stays dead. So right now, I'm gonna start opening that door and open this door to Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze, interesting Titan. He rolls over the button, slides over the button, creates fire. We light up the arrow, melts the ice, shoot the brain, and we're done already. I don't even have enough time to explain everything. We get to enjoy this absorption of the Titan's soul. Hey, look at that. That's the title of the game. So right now, we're gonna go to our first, I'd say mini-boss. We shoot this arrow and directly roll back. So right now, we're outside of the arena. Not technically out of bounds, because the way I'm gonna kill him is, I think, somewhat developer intended. Just like that, we pull back the arrow. And you may be thinking, well, where's your arrow right now? I don't need it right now. That door opens automatically if we have enough souls, and the one we're swapping right now does count. So the door opens and we get our arrow back if we go through a loading zone or loading screen, which is this fade to black. So right here we have a little bit of a walk up to an elevator, and we get into the main hub world, main overworld, if you want to call it like that, with some nice tapestry in the wall. So Right now we have a choice of what route we're going to take. I'm going to take the route I'm most comfortable with. I don't know if it's the fastest route or not, but I'm just going to go down here first. It's a bit of a more risky route since we go without we go without grabbing a checkpoint for quite some time, but the other route does that even longer. So I'm most comfortable with this most marathon safe. This is the only checkpoint we're gonna get for the next coming 5 titans. So we're now in this ruin area. If you notice this guy's name as he spawns, he's right there. You shoot at his arrow. His name is spelled in human language, as to call it, like we can read it right now. I need to focus on this a little bit. Alright, I missed that. Alright. Little sketchy, but I got it. Yeah, we were able to read his name normally. He is Knight Elan, the legendary Titan Slayer, which raises some questions, like if you slay enough Titans, do you become a Titan yourself? And it looks like he did. He also has he had multiple arrows, although one big one. He was shooting more smaller arrows at us, which I was trying to dodge, and successfully did, because it's still, if we get hit, we die. And right now, the boss with the, in my opinion, coolest music of all, Avarice, the personification of greed. I know his title is, although you can't read it because it's the weird text. So, his weak spot was in his mouth. It's a gem, you can see it right there. So right now we're not gonna walk back up, but we're gonna quit out and go back into the game. So we are back at our at the checkpoint we grabbed earlier. Get through that. All right, now I have a little bit of a walk. So I would say enjoy the scenery while the host does its hosting thing.
All right then. Just to get a bit of an idea of what we're raising money for, we're raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who is dealing with mental issues themselves or within their family. All of your donations will go to Mind, and your donations can also go to a fun little incentive. Like right now, we have a few incentives open for instance, Spore, the 2008 version, like where you can create your own little creature on your own little planet. You can name that creature, and you can name the planet. Both of the incentives don't have any donations towards them yet, so you can snipe that name with just a few euros. So make sure to get those donations in.
I'm gonna snipe it and call it George. So, in the meantime,
we went the creature.
Yeah. Yes. So in the meantime, we killed Mol Gaijin. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. I have a little cheat sheet with all the names open. He's, in my opinion, one of the most annoying Titans, and coming up is the most anxiety-inducing. So I really need to focus here. So yeah, we're also in a volcano right now. All right. All right, I got it. So we need to shoot him as he comes rolling at us. And it's always a bit anxiety-inducing for me. Although it is consistent, still, it's a bit scary. It's a bit of a scary thing. So yes, all the Titans in this area have Gaijin in their name. This was Roll Gaijin, and now we're going to go to Gol Gaijin. Gol seems to be a very common name between the similar types of Titans, because he looks a bit like the first mini-boss-ish Titan we fought, who was called Goliath, or Goliath, if you want to call it like that. So right here, I forgot to do a death warp, but I always forget to do the death warp, so... Yeah. And this area is kind of the most nerve-wracking for me, since we go to 3 titans, which 2 of which are pretty annoying without grabbing the checkpoints. But because we didn't, we're now back here. We're back in the temple area. And from the temple area, we're going to go to the forest area. So I do have to add, this game has more areas than the ones you're seeing right here. There are more titans than I'm going to kill here. I don't know out of the top of my head how many, but one of them is a big snake with electricity, and another one is a yeti. But we're gonna find 2 fun ones instead, or 2 faster ones, I should say. Grab the checkpoint for safety. And this forest is a bit of a maze, so we're gonna have to go the right directions. First, we got a fine thesis, which is a giant flower. There we go. So we're just gonna stand right in this corner, so we are out of range of his vines, and his poison cloud slowly walks towards us, so it drifts towards us. Now, make him immune. I'll get his immunity off by ripping him open and shooting the eye inside. As you can see, every time I defeat a Titan, I move towards the exit, because I still have a couple of seconds of movements before this dire soul extraction happens. So right now, the personification of what high schools teach you about substances, Obello. I don't know what its real title is, but you'll get what I mean. Stand here and pull back the arrow. It's a giant mushroom. It's a giant. The mushroom also sends out spores that don't kill you on the first hit. Strangely enough, that's one of the only titans. I think the only titan that has that effect where it can attack you without killing you instantly. If you get hit once, you go on a trip, basically. If then he hits you again, you do die, and if he stomps on you, you also die. And his weak spot was faced away from us when we started the fight, so that's why I pulled back the arrow. Or I left the arrow on the ground and then I pulled it back. So, going up to the next door, which is right over here. We needed 8 additional Titan kills to open up this door, which we did. So we now have a little bit of an intermission area. And another elevator. And the weather starts to turn a bit British. But there's another Titan coming up. In a moment at least. So we're also slowly but surely approaching the end. And this run is going way better than I thought it would. So grab this checkpoint, so we can do a death abuse in a moment. Alright, that failed. Alright. And I died. It's not a death abuse I wanted, but I messed up my inputs a bit. This game is very consistent in the Titan's movements. That's what needs to happen. So then we stand against his fist, and as we pull out the arrow, we directly die, because the hitbox of the fist is still there. So we skip the entire soul extraction and whatnot. And we can just walk past him. There is a glitch where you can skip the entire fight. You can just walk past him, but it's inconsistent, and I don't want to risk that for a marathon. So right now, we're coming up on the last Titan already. So right now, we shoot that crystal with a lot of Titan energy. We absorb the Titan energy. The Titan energy leaves our body and creates what is called the soul, which is basically a copy of us, which is invulnerable as he teleports. So we're gonna. All right. Sorry I didn't call it, but that's time. I actually didn't expect him to get him first try, but yeah, that's Titan Souls for you.
An excellent run for sure.
Yeah, that went a lot better than I was expecting. I expected like 2 or 3 more deaths. I expected to mess up on Mol Gaijin or Roll Gaijin, but I didn't, so I only messed up a little bit on goal set. Yeah, that's...
GG then.
Yeah, very much GG. That's very close to my PB, I believe. I'm gonna triple check to make sure I'm telling the truth. In the meantime, credits. This game was made by 3 people. Yeah, that's about 14 seconds off PB. So yeah, that was Titan Souls. Do you have anything to say before you send me off, host?
Oh, besides, this was an absolutely excellent run. Make sure to follow Your Everyday Speedrunner as well on Twitch.
You can find me on twitch.tv/YourEverydaySpeedrunner. I don't stream often, but when I do, you probably miss it because I don't stream often. So there we can see it. The final screen. You can see the final screen.
He's not really an everyday speedrunner. He's just the sometimes speedrunner.
I speedrun every day. I don't stream every day. I'm not an everyday streamer.
Okay, that counts. That counts.
As you can see, 13 Titans killed, 2 deaths, one of which was intentional, and in-game time of 13:02, which is pretty decent. The symbols on the right mean like the bonus things like Iron Man mode, where you just can't die at all. Hard mode, no running and no rolling. So with that, I'm done here.
All right. Then
thank you all very much. Don't go anywhere. You guys don't want to miss the next run.
Exactly. Thank you for doing this run and for filling in or adding this bonus run. It's much appreciated. And Sita can sleep easily or calmly tonight, and knowing that his schedule is saved. As we are going to set up for the next run, you may actually know this, and you all may have heard it back at ESA 2019. We'll have Street Boys! It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned and get ready to get that hype going.